and welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. Ooh, hope you enjoyed that brutal OSC. We have returned. The vetoes are done. The lobby has been made, and we have our next Zerg versus Protoss matchup. And here we go, spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Alkyone. We have the South Korean Zerg player representing CranKy Z Gaming. It is Dark. And spawning in the top right hand corner, we have as opponent, we have the blue Protoss representing Mystery Gaming. It is Strange. Here we go, and of course Dark, he was on a tear last night. We casted Dark against quite a number of Protoss players. Specifically, we casted Dark last night against Stats and Nightmare, the two Korean Protoss players, and Dark did not hold back. He was wild. He was crazy. He was going for 12 full proxy hatches. He was going for Ling Floods. He was going for all in after all in, and just even on this map. Fun fact, I highly recommend checking out the VODs. If you weren't here last night, if you didn't watch ESL Open Cup Asia, Dark on Alkyone against Nightmare, he took his natural as this gold, but not as this gold on the right hand side where it's safe, on the left hand side out in the center of the map. It was wild, and he won that game, by the way. Like, Dark was dominant. We saw Nightmare trying to punish this. He couldn't punish the goal base, the more exposed goal base, even on this side of the wall. Couldn't quite punish it, and in the end Dark snowballed out of control. So some really good matches, some really intense games out of Dark, just hyper aggression all night long. Here in the morning, hatch gas pool. Looks like maybe Dark, he's, you know, he woke up on the right side of the bed, on you know, the more sane, kind side of the bed, and we're gonna be seeing some more standard openers for now, at least for now. But maybe it's just too early, and maybe Dark, he just needs a little bit of time to wake up and to awaken even his inner animal. It's coming. I can feel it. But yeah, some really good games again. Recommend checking out the VODs. Meanwhile, for now, we just see a gate expand into the Cyber Core here, into the Stargate for Strange. Standard opener. Now, so far, every game that we've casted from Strange today, he has gone for a Void Ray first. Void Ray first into... So far, we've seen two things. Either an Immortal-based charge all-in, or I say all-in, an Immortal-based charge push and charge timing. That's maybe a better way to put it. And we also saw Glaive Adepts as well. We saw the Stargate into Void Ray into Glaive Adepts. So we've seen two different forms of aggression so far. We'll see if we see the same or something different from Strange. For now, Adepts are moving out. Adepts are going to be shading across the map. Something that Dark is known for and notorious for is Queen defense. So we'll see if Strange can put that to the test. Because so far tonight, he has had an amazing job at just killing workers with oracles. It's been insane, you know, pulling apart his opponents. But now the Adepts are going to be threatening a shade towards the natural. Void Ray is on the way, as to be expected. He has been very fond of these Void Ray openers so far. Adepts, they will commit, and they're going to be able to get a drone. Not just one, they get a second worker as well, and a third. Almost a fourth. 3 drone kills for 2 Adepts. Pretty good trade here for Strange. As the third base is on the way, and Dark is moving out for a counterattack. Again, still unawares as to the opener, but now the Void Ray does reveal itself as it hunts down the first Overlord. And immediately, these Overlords are being pulled back home, being sent back to the bases here of Dark. Dark checking for a third here towards the linear location. Strange taking the triangular third instead. Is going to be able to keep it up and running for the time being. And we'll see where this takes us. Again, my eyes are on Strange. Will he throw down a Twilight Council or a Robo? Which will it be? As we have our first Oracle zooming across the map, we have a second Oracle on the way behind this. Meanwhile, we have 2 Queens here at the third. We have a Spore and a Queen at the natural, and we have a Spore in the main base. So far, we have our units in position, but that hasn't stopped Strange before, as he does get into the third. Does bypass some of those Queens. 3 workers going to be going down. Can we get a fourth? Oh my god. A lot of hull damage is dealt. 3 drone kills. Good damage so far, but this Oracle did sustain a lot of damage. And there it is. There's the Robo. We now know what is going on. This should be Immortals into +1 and charge, into Archons. We've seen this many times already. We're going to be seeing it again. Meanwhile, Dark back at home, going for a safety Roach Warren. This Roach Warren was thrown down at around the 4-minute mark. 4-minute 20 mark even. Adepts they have arrived. They're focusing down even more drones. 4 workers already. Very nicely done here. They get 4 workers. Meanwhile, the Oracles, they dive into the main base as well. They get 1 more drone for their troubles. Pretty good damage so far. But, again, Dark did go for a safety Roach Warren. Lair is on the way, and we will have access to Roaches, which is exactly what we need here to defend against the eventual push. So Dark playing safe. Dark playing very safe here, which makes sense against a void ray based opener. That's what you want to be doing. Ooh, oh my god. The Oracle's once again taking a lot of damage. Down to 3 HP. 1 more shot from going down. Does escape, just barely. Whew. And Dark is going to be taking a 4th here towards the left-hand side. Spire on the way. Bold move here from Dark. Investing into that Spire. He has control of the Zelnaga. Curious to see what kind of direction Strange is going to be pushing it. Because, again, he's amassing his army. We have 1 Immortal. We have a 2nd Immortal on the way. Plus 1 in charge on the horizon. We're still waiting for the Temple Archive for those Archons. Strange is just building up his forces. Link Scout is going to be coming in. And we will get eyes on the saturation. We get eyes on the sentries. That is a tell. A bit of a tell. Upon seeing this, we should be aware that Stalkers shouldn't really be on the horizon. We hit the lack of Stalkers here is letting Dark know, as he just crosses off what it could be in his mind. What this build could be from Strange. Did get eyes on the would-be 4th. Big scout from Strange actually coming in with Hallucination. He does get eyes on the Spire. Immediately, Phoenixes in production. 2nd Stargate as well. Double Phoenix production. Meanwhile, the Gateway Explosion is finishing. Templar Archives about to finish up as well. And Strange is soon going to be pushing. The Immortals have been spotted. Big scout here from Dark. Gets eyes on the 4th. Mutas are moving out. We're going to be investing into 14 Mutas. That's a big commitment there from Dark. But thankfully, because of the Mutas as well, we had to invest into these Phoenixes. This is going to be slowing down the push from Strange. But we're investing into Cannon. Strange, he's not pushing actually. Yeah, Stasis Traps is instead. Strange is getting ready for an assault. He's getting ready for Dark to come to him. Meanwhile, Dark has dropped up to 80. Oh, this is the problem. Dark, he has a solid economy here. Fully saturating his 4th, getting a 5th as well. Mutas, they come out. They do catch the Void Ray. Very nicely done. And yeah, Strange is on the back foot. Taking down an Adept. Shield Battery. Not enough Phoenixes to really contest against this. There we go. 4 Phoenixes have come out. Blink still not done. Trading a Muta for a Stalker. Meanwhile, at the same time, big Ling Roach counterattack. We get on top of the base, and the Nexus is going to go down. A big pickup. Again, despite Strange preparing for an attack, he was preparing here at his 3rd. He was not preparing at his 4th. He was caught completely off guard. 400 minerals down the drain. Dark taking a 6th. Double the base count of his opponent. Ay, ay, ay. As the 4th is being rebuilt. +1 air attacks on the way. We're still amassing Phoenixes. How many Mutas? We have 28 Mutas. As we dive into the natural. Ooh, picking up another Phoenix. Again, without Phoenix range, Dark can micro against this. Oh, he picks up another Phoenix. Ay, ay, ay. Again, the micro is so on a knife's edge, and any mistake and it's just too much. There we go, another Phoenix falls. We deny +1 air attack, and these Mutas, they're getting out of control. Picking up Phoenixes, Stalkers, anything and everything. We're down to 3 Phoenixes remaining. It's just not going to be good enough. There's no answer to these Mutas. Behind this, we have Corruptors on the way. And yeah, Strange is going for an all-in, going for a big counterattack. There's no turning back. That's a lot of Zealots. That's a lot of Archons. What do we have on the ground? Not much. Uh-oh. Base trade. The Mutas are coming back home. Lings go for a big counterattack. We do catch some of these Immortals. Catch the Archons. Nice magic box here as well. Archons are going to be going down at the same time, though. We have Zealot in the mineral lines. Drones are going down, but we shut down the Archons and the Immortals. Big pickoffs. Like, very expensive losses here. And these mutas, they reign supreme. The Sky Zerg army, the Lair's going to be going down, but we have Corruptors plus mutas, and there's nothing else here. The Lings, they take down the natural. Look at the camp to production. Zealots are being cleaned up. They go for the Spire, but they shouldn't get it. It's going to be close. Oh. Spire does live, and now we're going for a massive counterattack. We are up to 13 mutas. GG gets called, and Dark will take game number 1. GG. A solid game there out of Dark. Investing into the mutas. Once the mutas got spotted, Strange, he had to shift gears, and unfortunately, he just, because of his build, he wasn't really ready for mutas. Oh. He wasn't really ready for those mutas, and he had to defend back at home. What I mean by that is because we invested into charge, and because we didn't invest into into Blink, of course, then we had that much less maneuverability to actually keep up with his opponent, with Dark. Dark just pulled him apart left and right. Not just with the mutas, but also with the Ling Roach counterattack, right? Killing the 4th base. That was another big moment. And eventually, Strange was forced all in. I want Dark's hyper-aggression all night long. Oh, you're an animal. Yeah. You can watch it, you know? We were watching last night. It was beautiful. And we are just going to be getting ready here for our next series. Oh, sorry, for our next game. Game número 2. Do we have any other updates here as we let some of our casters know what's going on? Just letting them know. And do we have any other updates in the brackets? I am curious. As we have an opponent. It looks like Skills versus Lambo is still ongoing. Still mid-series. Looks like Max Pax just said that he's up against Shadown. So it looks like Max Pax did take down Wayne. Not too sure what the score was, but he did take down Wayne, and now he's up against Shadown in the quarterfinals. Shadown 2-0'd Full Heart Clem mid-series against Geralt. And Future is waiting for either Estrella or Nightmare in the quarterfinals as well. So the tournament is progressing. You know, we're getting towards the top 8. We're getting there. And then the semi-finals thereafter. Here we go. Spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Hecate, we have the South Korean Zerg player, the Red Zerg, representing CranKy Z Gaming. It is Dark. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the Blue Protoss player, representing Mystery Gaming. Down in the series, looking to fight back. It is Strange. Go. And Dark, for the time being, going for a hatch first. For the time being, keeping his drones back at home. Again, last night he was wild with his workers when it came to proxy hatches. We'll see if that's going to be the case here. My eyes are on this drone. Strange is going to be patrolling here at the natural base, forcing the unnatural natural out of Dark. He will be taking that expansion. Doesn't go across the map. Not this time. Not this time. As Strange, he does pivot back, does get eyes on the linear third. He's aware that Dark is going for a standard economic opener. He is aware. Just going to be confirming, making sure there's no like additional gases, no fast roach warren, being as annoying as possible. As we settle into game 2. Likewise, Strange going for a gate expand. Now, this should be leading into a Stargate opener into a Void Ray again, but as we have already seen tonight, even if it is a Void Ray opener, from here we can go into a couple of different directions. We can go into some different deviations. So far, I mean, I say that. So far, we've only seen 2 from Strange, but there's much more than that. There's much more than that available. So we'll see. See what Strange goes for. Again, for now, just being as annoying as possible. Being as annoying as possible, forcing out an extra pair of Lings here. These Lings are going to be shutting down this probe so we can actually expand and take our natural base. Oh, Dark investing quite a bit actually. Making an extra pair of Lings and keeping them hidden as well. Okay. Dark, you have my attention. Are we going to make another wave of Lings? For now, just forcing back Strange. Going to be going the long way around with his Lings, by the way. Avoiding the main scouting path. And Strange, that is not a Stargate. He's going straight for a Twilight Council. Okay, he's already pulled out a gas. This looks like 4 Gate Glaive Adepts. If he pulls back in, we could invest into a Dark Shrine. But for now, Glaive Adepts should be on the way. Speaking of, the first Adept does pull back. There we go, additional gateways are on the way. The Overlord is going to be dragging this Stalker out of position. The Ling's getting ready to dive in. And we're going straight for that Stalker. Oh, can we pull back in time? We can. We do pull back in time. The Overlord is kept safe and sound. But again, these things are going to be threatening this wall. And Glaives are in production. Again, we did pull out of gas. We don't need that much gas to facilitate and afford 4 Gate Glaive Adepts. Roach Warren is on the way. Dark has recognized what is going on. Has recognized at least that it is a Twilight Council opener. Otherwise, we would have seen a Void Ray or an Oracle already. So Dark is preparing back at home. Now, he doesn't know if it's Dark Templar or Glaives or anything else. So we should be seeing some safety Spore Crawlers. Now, third base is being taken. Oh, right, of course, my apologies. It isn't just 4 Gate Glaive Adepts. I should have also pointed out that there's no Robo with this. So this is, yeah, the Strange special. I think Strange started this, I'm not entirely certain. But this is a variation of Glaive Adepts without the Robo, so which means it's more economic. Because you're saving money by not investing into the Robo, you can actually get a third base with this. And it means that you have to go across the map by ground. Here we go, the Glaive Adepts are moving out. Without a Robo, you can't reinforce, you can't warp in. Again, it's less committed here from Strange, which is why we can take our third base and transition into Blink Stalkers. Well, now the Adepts have arrived. Here we go, we are going to be threatening that third. We'll be able to shave off like a lot of these things. We go straight for the Queen. One Queen goes down. Don't get into the middle. We don't get any workers though. We get a second Queen. We commit to the shade into the natural, but Dark had already pulled away. Did save his workers. He is still struggling to hold on behind this. It is not Blink, by the way. We're going for a Dark Shrine. Dark, can he keep up? Drones are going down. They're forced to fight. Oh my god, this is becoming too much. 14 plus workers going down. 14 drones. Ay, ay, ay. And Dark is forced all in. At this point, completely all in. And being forced all in against a player that's going for DTs, we could see an ace match. We could go to game 3 here. Again, there is no detection. There is a lair, to be fair, so we can afford an Overseer. There is a way forward. But Dark is taking too much damage. There it is. Overseer is on the way. Adept's going to be threatening a shade. No shield battery here at the third base, which means Dark, he can go for the surround. Does dive on the armor. We need the Biles. Oh, we're trying to lock this down. Trying to go for the Biles with the Lings. They do get completely cleaned up. Ay, ay, ay. And Dark, he is running out of steam. Stalkers are soon to arrive. Dark Shrine is done. We do have that detection, though. We do have the Overseer. 20 more Lings in production. Oh, Ravager gets picked off. Big snipe. And GG gets caught. It looks like we have too much. Oh my god, I was waiting for potentially a defensive DT, but we had detection anyway, and Dark, he pulls off the all-in. He was down to 26 drones. GG. Oh my god. GG, well played, Dark. He catches the Stalkers in the end. That was actually really close. Catches the Stalkers at the end there. No shield battery at the natural. No shield batteries at all, either at the third base or the natural. If we had a shield battery, if we had an overcharge, maybe the game goes on a little bit longer. Maybe we can afford an extra warp in. Strange barely didn't have enough. Strange did an amazing job when it came to getting harassing damage across the map. The follow-up, though, was lacking. Specifically, I guess to talk a little bit about what just happened there. Because there was an overseer, because there was detection available for Dark, it meant that the tech that we had invested in, those Dark Templar, that wouldn't be useful defensively back at home. It would not be useful. If we had Blink, or if we had, again, even Immortal production back at home, then that would have helped there, and maybe we would have been able to hold on to our natural, at least our natural base. Alas, Strange wasn't able to do so, and with that, GG, Dark advances on to the quarterfinals. Congratulations. Congratulations, and he has his next opponents ready and waiting. It is going to be Dark versus Lambert. Wow. Oh my god.